Hello and welcome to another tutorial from Blender Made Easy, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create this little guy. It's just a sort of chibi style version of a Minecraft character, and I'll do multiple parts on how to model it, rig it, and texture it. Probably not in that order. So for this one we're actually going to keep our default cube. And you know what, let me open up that other Blender file just as a reference. Okay, so here's the original version I made, and I'm going to be using him just as a sort of reference guide. So yeah, I kept the default cube size, it looks like, as you can see here based on the grid lines. And you know, there's not really an exact science to it. It's just kind of work things out till it looks okay. Like if I were doing an actual Minecraft character, I would want to get all the measurements exact so the texturing looked nice, but I'm not going to worry about that so much here. So let's go into edit mode with tab and go to face select this bottom face down here. We're going to extrude it and scale it, or inset face, whichever you prefer. I'm going to hold control just so it's nice and even. Then we're going to scale it along the y-axis, hitting S and Y. And right there looks about okay. And if not, we can change it later. Then we're going to extrude it down to about, I don't know, there. Scale it along the x-axis just a little bit. Okay, maybe no, because we're gonna add legs and it's gonna look better later on. Now we're gonna need some legs. So what we can do, I think I did this different before, but let's play around with it. Do a loop cut with Control R, place it right in the center. Now let's see. Actually, I think I'm gonna go crazy on this. If we hit Z, go to vertice select. Select all of these. I'm just thinking ahead a little bit, and we delete all those vertices. Go into modifiers and add a mirror modifier. Okay, it's doing the same. Let's see, how's this working? Yeah, doing exactly what I want it to do. Go back into face select, get your solid back if you want. Okay, now we're going to extrude. Okay, see, what I don't want, let me inset and then drag down. There, that works much better. So, in case you didn't catch that, what I did was I hit I to inset the face, and that split it from that one. Then I just dragged it down, and having this little gap here might actually be pretty cool. We could even scale it in and see if we can change the overall shape of the overall silhouette of the character. Nah, I think I'm gonna leave it how it was. And you know, just set it to wherever you like. If you want yours to have a little longer legs, then go for it. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to get back into object mode, hit Shift A, mesh, and then add a cube. And then pull it out of his face. Now this is going to be the arm, so drag it over here. Hit S and Shift Z. Get it to about arm size. Scale it around a little bit. Okay, now go center it just about where you want it so that the origin point's all good. Now let's go into edit mode, select edge select. And let's see, how did I do the arms exactly on this guy? So what I did here was I pulled that up and that down. Okay, so select this edge and pull it up just a little bit. Not too much. And select this edge, pull it down, and then maybe out. No, not out. select everything and rotate it. This is not quite... Okay, yeah. So what we can do, select all these top edges up here. I kind of wish that cubes had loops on the top, but that wouldn't make much sense. Scale it in just a little bit, and take the bottom edge down here, and scale it up just a little bit. Now go back into object mode and slide it right into place. And I'm not 100% happy with the overall shape of that, but just play around with it till you like it. You'll get the idea. And this is kind of too far down for my taste. Just do whatever you think is cool. Okay, moving on. Let's, holding Shift, select the main body and hit Control. I think it's Control J. Yes, and that will add the arm to the mirror modifier perfectly. Sweet. Okay. Now, let's see. I know that normally. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna bring those arms down a little bit more. And we could just grab this, drag it down. Because, you know, on a normal person, your wrists should be right about there, right at your hip, the bottom of your hip. And this doesn't have to be quite exact. I mean, it is Minecraft. We're not working with, you know, anatomy. It doesn't really matter. Okay, but here we have the basic model, and we can go ahead and apply this and see how everything's working. And this is actually a lot nicer than my original model. Oh, and let's actually clean up a little bit, clean up our polys. So go to Edge Select, and I don't want this loop here anymore. It has served its purpose. I don't know if this is gonna work or if it's just gonna screw things up. So what we can do is if we hit X and then dissolve edges, that should do it. Is everything still? Let me test something. Okay, yeah, one of the problems with doing it that way, and also the way I did it before, is I can't add any loops in front of on this face anymore. So I might experiment with that later, and I'll get back to you if I figure out a solution to this. Because it is really frustrating, because I wanted to get some smoother bends up in here. And if I Control Z a bit, yeah, if we leave that there, then we can get the face, we can still loop cut, but that's going to make texturing just a little bit harder, because it just gives you more to select. So I'm going to dissolve those again. And from here, let's save it up. I probably spelled that wrong, but I don't really care right now. See, save as Blender file, and here we have it. Our well, we've had it, but our little chibi character. And just as actually a finishing thing, let's set the origin to geometry, and then we can move him up to about where the grid floor is. I like to do this for all my character files, because, you know, when you open it up, you're looking right at them, and they're on the grid floor. And it makes it a lot easier, especially when you're copying and pasting. So let's hit Control S to save over the old file, and there. And so next time, I'll be doing texturing, and then after that, I'll be doing modeling. And let me just give you an idea on what the finished product should look like. Let's see. Chibi 4 rigged. So this is the final product that I came up with last time. I've just got a very, very simple rig here. And we'll probably be adding this next time when we're doing the texturing. Is I added a little extra head so that we can do the helmet textures with transparency, and that'll be a lot of fun to do. But yeah, this is the final product, and you can bend it and manipulate it however you want. This is the problem where I ran into, where you couldn't get smooth bends on the body, but it doesn't really, to me it's not really that bad. But yeah, you can use any Minecraft texture. This one I have set up to do a 1.7 style texture before they made it all weird and added individual texture areas for the arms. So I'll probably do a 1.7 or 1.8 style texturing for the next episode, and that will that way you can use your most up-to-date versions of the textures. Anyway, that'll be it for this tutorial. Sorry I kind of got a little long there in the end. But, so yeah, next time I'll be going over texturing, then we'll be doing rigging, and we might even do a fun little animation after that. I have no idea what this guy's doing. Anyway, I'll see you next time.